Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, we're going to be doing part 2 of our review on the Shapeways Kanohis. As you all know, I did do a part 1 and reviewed 2 Kanohi Ignikas where I gave you my opinions and I guess kind of like, you know, my overall verdict about both of them. So if you haven't seen it guys, go check it out in the link in the description below, or you can check it out in the annotations at the end of this video. Anyway guys, with that said, let's move on to part 2. So here guys is the first Kanohi we're going to be reviewing. Now this was created by Cyberhand and is known as the Tahu Prototype Mask. Now, based on from what I read in the description, he based this mask off the confidential images that were leaked in 2014 and some artwork images, possibly I guess leaked images of the 2015 Master of Fire Tahu. I'm not sure. And not only that, he kind of widened out the vents a bit, I think, to replicate the 2001 Hau. And I think it looks pretty good. I really love the vents there. The detail is really nice as well. Of course, you can see the head scope there, or the head scoop, or whatever you call it there. That looks pretty cool. And the details, it's pretty on point. I really like it. But to me, personally, it kind of just literally resembles the Mask of Fire. I don't really see that many changes to it. But of course, we'll do a comparison to see for sure if there are any definite changes. So here, of course, it's a G2 Bionicle Mask. And that looks pretty standard there, pretty cool stuff. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. Let's now do a comparison with the other Mask of Fire. Okay guys, so comparing both the masks. So here we have the Mask of Fire from the 2015 Tahu, and this one here is just a prototype. Obviously you can tell the differences, but looking from the top, you can see that there is more added detail to the 2015 Mask of Fire. It has the, you know, the side details there. This doesn't have it. And of course, I guess the head scope thing is a bit more bigger. You can tell it sticks out a bit more, which is nice, of course. But I think the added detail is a lot more with the Mask of Fire here than the one that Cyberhand created. But you can tell that the eye piece is a bit more wider and a bit more larger. You can tell straight away, and not only that, the mouthpiece as well is a bit more larger. I can see exactly what he's done. He's pretty much, you know, added features of the 2015 Mask of Fire, but he's also added quite a bit of detail from the 2001 Hau, and I think that is a really nice touch, to be honest. You can tell, look at that. Look, the side vents here are pretty small, and these are typical side vents from the 2001 Hau there. And I have to say, the detail there is pretty good. I really like that idea. It definitely makes the mask stand out a lot more. And of course, you can also see here, there's much more detail with the Mask of Fire, but nonetheless, you can still see there is adequate detail with Cyberhand's version. So that's pretty good. I actually think this is a nice mask. I'm really liking it. Of course, other than the fact that it does lack a bit of detail, you know, it has a few missing things that it should kind of possibly have added in, but nonetheless, it's pretty good. I like it. And I think maybe why not, just to compare it maybe with, see if I can find it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, here is the trans orange red Mask of Fire there. I guess, yeah, obviously they're very different masks, but you know, this is like a completely different color. Anyway, let's try it and see what it looks like on a headpiece, and then of course what I'll do is I'll compare it with the 2001 Hau. Okay guys, so here is I guess a test set that we can use, and it is the Chibi Master of Fire Tahu set that I did create. I'm going to disassemble it later maybe, but I don't know. So here it is. It fits on very nicely, and of course let's see if it actually pops off. That is nice. That is beautiful. So it does pop off, and yes guys, I finally of course, you know, I've had to test it out and stuff, but obviously in my previous videos I haven't actually tested out the pop function or the pop out function for the masks. But overall, I think it looks really good. I like the detail there. As mentioned, maybe it should have added a bit more detail to it, but nonetheless, I think, as mentioned, he was just trying to replicate the 2001 Hau there. That's what it looks like in there. Nice and snug, fits on well. Can't really see the skeletal piece of the head, which is definitely great. So here is the 2001 Hau, as you can see, and see what I mean guys? He's trying to make the eyes a bit bigger, and he's trying to make the mouth a bit bigger. So what I'm trying to say is that he's tried to replicate quite a lot of the properties from the 2001, or the details from the 2001 Hau. Look at the vents there guys. You can see how they kind of go upwards a bit more than the 2001 Hau. So that's a nice added feature, I guess. He's trying to keep it, you know, consistent with the 2015 Mask of Fire. So as mentioned, a mixture of both, and it looks pretty good. I really like it. And I guess the final thing to do is just to try it out on the on my Akamai mock. As you all know, I've done one on it, so if you want to check it out, guys, check it out in the link in the description, and of course you can just find it on my channel. But let's give it a try on the beast and see what it looks like. So here is the mask with my 2015 Toa Kaita Akamai mock, and I think it looks really great. I guess it's not really any different to the 2015 Master of Fire Kanohi. Very similar, of course, as mentioned, it's just got the larger vents there, and just some added details that are a bit different to the original mask. But nonetheless, I think it looks great. The color scheme, or I should say maybe the color of the mask, is just a bit off from the original red CCBS armor shells. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I really like it. It's a great fit. It fits on very nicely. It pops off easily, and overall, I think it's definitely a buy, guys. Just to show you now a closer image. So here is a close-up, as you can see here, guys, and I think, as I mentioned, it looks nice. You know, you can articulate it. It doesn't come off as easily, which is great. Of course, you know, if you use a bit of force, it can come off. But then again, you can just use the pop-up function. It looks nice. I like it. I love the vents. I think that's my favorite bit, to be honest. Well done, Cyberhand. I have to say that the idea that he's kind of recreated both 2015 and the 2001 masks and kind of mashed it together is honestly something that I really admire. That is great. Wow. Check that out, guys. Those vents just look so nice. And of course, just to pop it off to finish things off, there we go. So that is pretty much the review done on the prototype Tahu mask. I hope you have enjoyed that, guys. Let's move on to the second mask now. Okay, guys, moving on to Kanohi number 2, we have the Great Mask of Light and Shadows. This came in the white, strong, and polished. I bought this for $13 US, and it was created by someone known as Iron Foam Armory. Now, you guys must know the storyline behind this. Takanuva faces off against the Makuta Pterodax. Unfortunately, they both fall into the energy protodermis to form the forbidden, I guess, fusion, if you want to think of it like that. Takuta Nuva, half light, half shadows, and of course that's exactly what the mask portrays there. So there you can see half of the Kraken, half of the Avaki. And so at the end of the day, a bit of storyline about Takuta Nuva. He was practically good since he was controlled by Takanuva himself. And what happened was he tried to block off the Protodermis C, which led to Metronui. So he held the door just to prevent the Protodermis from entering, and thankfully he did. However, unfortunately, it crushed him and practically broke up the fusion, causing the Avaki to move towards Metronui, while with Makuta Pterodax, practically his evil essence and his dark energy was just released somewhere, you know, maybe somewhere else. And that's kind of the whole storyline behind it, unfortunately. But thankfully Takanuva did come back to life, so that's not a problem at all. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, let's get opening and see what's inside. And they sealed this pretty tightly. Okay, oh, here we go, guys. I'm gonna definitely compare it with the two legendary masks very, very soon, but let's just, you know, take a brief moment to look at it, and wow, check that out, guys. That is some nice detail there. I have to be honest with you all. Let me just see if I can enhance that. Maybe that would be a bit better. Hopefully that's a better image for you guys. I am sorry about the lighting. I'm gonna have to use my hand just to cover it there. Wow, that is some nice detail there, guys. You can see it for yourself. Of course, as mentioned, it's just a replica to the Avaki and the Kraken at the end of the day, to be honest. But wow, that is pretty cool. I like that. I really, really like that. And then of course there is the pin axle there in the back. Pretty straightforward. It feels very nice in the polished form. I think I really recommend you guys to get the polished versions. It has a nicer feel to it in the plastic. Doesn't have that granule type of feel, which is very important, of course, if you really want to spray paint this. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now let's just compare it with the other masks, and then let's try it on some sets. So here it is, as you can see, guys, and I have to say it's just practically a replica, no different at all. You can see that the eyes are just a bit larger. Other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is that just one side's light, the other side's shadow. Yeah, I think it's just literally, I guess, a trace of the Kraken here. So he must have done like a 3D model of it, and looks pretty good. Yeah, you can tell it's pretty similar. Not much differences to it, so there's nothing really much I can say, to be honest. But I have to say the detail's great, and the quality feels really good though. And put that to the side. Here is the Avaki now. So it seems like I think they've taken more of the shape of the Avaki, possibly, because it looks pretty similar. You can see that the holes there are pretty much the same, maybe just a bit smaller, but other than that they're pretty similar. Then the detail as well, check that out guys. Yeah, that's pretty similar there. It's pretty cool. And of course the top part is pretty similar as well. But overall, I have to say that it looks really great, and well done to Iron Foam Armory. Yeah, I think that's his name. That's great. Wow, really great. I like it. And then you can see here the pin axle is just a bit longer. I don't know if that's meant to be the case, but I don't know why it's longer. Maybe it's meant to be. We'll have to see what it looks like on a mask or on a set, to be honest. So let's give it a try and see what it looks like with a set. Oh, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. No, this can't be the case. Please tell me that. Oh, dude, no, please, no. It's so loose. That is not good, guys. We have a problem here. Oh, yeah, it's loose. It sticks on, but it doesn't have, it doesn't have full grip, which is very disappointing, to be honest. That is not good. Overall, I think the mask looks great. Of course, at the end of the day, if you just leave it straight like that, it still would look nice. It would fit on very well. But it looks a bit bigger. Is it me, or does it just look a bit larger? No, I think it's pretty much similar to it. So it should be, yeah, it's the same size. So there's no difference really to it, but that's unfortunate that it doesn't fit on properly. Fingers crossed it works on the on Makuta Pterodex. Let's give it a try on him instead. Okay, so here is the Pterodex's Bionicle headpiece. Let's give it a try now. Hopefully this works. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it's still got a loose fit to it, guys. It doesn't, yeah, it like fits on, don't get me wrong. So it does fit on, but you can tell that it's loose because it's starting to slowly come off. Oh, I guess that's alright, it's not too bad. So here it is, as you can see there, with the Pterodex Bionicle head, and it looks good. I like the detail. Everything about it, as mentioned, looks nice. And let's just see what it looks like on the Pterodex now. So hopefully that's a good thing. So there you go, guys, that's what it looks like. And of course the color scheme looks really bad, but nonetheless, of course, if I did spray paint it to the the right color scheme that it does have around with the set, I think it would look really nice there overall. I love the fact that, of course, you can still articulate the head. As mentioned, the only problem is that the pin axle is just too thin, unfortunately. Let's see if it can fall out. Oh, it's actually sticking on, which is great. I think maybe oh, okay, yeah. With enough force, you can remove it. So that is unfortunate that the thin, or I should say the axle piece is just too thin, or just a bit too thin, I should say. So I guess that can't be helped, unfortunately. But nonetheless, a great mask. I guess just that little tweak needs to be adjusted. And other than that, you have something that you can definitely build your, you can build your own custom Tahu Tanuva if you really wanted to. I think that would be really great. I could actually possibly even do a build on Tahu Tanuva. I forgot that I have Takunuva and the Pterodex. Huh, interesting. I can definitely go ahead and give that a try. Let me know, guys, if you want me to go ahead and do it. I can definitely do it for you all. But anyway, there it is, guys, and that is pretty much my review done. So there you have it, guys. That is my review done on the Prototype Tahu Mask, and of course the great Mask of Light and Mask of Shadows. I hope you have enjoyed this, guys. If you have, smash that thumbs up button. Of course, subscribe to the channel so then you guys are all up to date with any new videos I do post out. As always, guys, please remember, when I do these reviews, they are not meant to demean or to hurt anyone in any way possible. None of these are personal. It is just all objective, so then when it comes to you guys purchasing these Kanohis here, you know what to expect, from the pros and cons. As always, guys, please smash that thumbs up button and then subscribe to the channel. Many more videos to come out, guys, so stay tuned for that. As always, guys, have a great day. Thank you again so much for watching. I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye!